Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist. I'm here with Jessica Kent-Morrow, and Jessica is an old client of mine, and we think that we saw each other somewhere between 25 to 30 years ago. We never did the math. So Jessica has athetoid cerebral palsy. She has full body involvement. She gets around with a power wheelchair, and we were finished up high school and we're going on to college. So you decided you wanted to go to college. And did you have to convince your parents of this?
No, Mom wanted me to get higher education, so
okay.
I just went to CPTC.
That's a Central Piedmont Community College. It's a community college.
And got a certificate. Didn't really have an IEP there because they don't do IEPs.
They didn't then, probably.
College for because you were an adult,
right?
You know, considered an adult.
Right.
When you go off to college. I went to a campus right up the street here. Mainly my whole career, college career. I had to go downtown maybe once for one semester.
And how did you decide what did you want to get a career in?
I always knew that computers were my strong suit.
Computers were?
Growing up.
Growing up.
All through school.
Right.
You know, computers were going to be in my life. So I just got a certificate in Office Systems Technology. Which is basically the Microsoft's suite of programs. And then I also, in that certificate, I also took a class on web design.
Web design.
So I can basically design a website.
And so you didn't end up working that way in that field?
No, because nobody would give me the opportunity to prove what I can do. Just
right.
Like in all these other videos, it's like we nailed the interview,
right.
but they look at our physical appearance and they're like, we're not going to take a chance on you. You know.
Right.
The only reason I got my job at Walmart is because I had booked rehab.
So vocational rehab is something that's available.
Go in the interview with me.
Right. It's a service available through the county?
Yes.
And they would help you with job searches and all?
Yes.
Yes. And
but they weren't worth your crap, sorry. They're still not worth your crap.
Oh, okay. So they helped you though get a job at Walmart?
Yes. And that was lasted for 8 years.
That was for 8 years.
But you know, it ended terribly. But that's a long story in itself.
Okay. And but now you do security kind of work, right?
Now I work at PNC. I've been working at PNC for.
PNC. It's
called PNC Pavilion.
It's like an entertainment facility here in Charlotte.
A bunch of names in the past 10 years.
So they have like concerts there, right?
Yes, it's an outdoor concert venue. I started that in 2004. After I graduated. Dad called up there, but I went in and did what I needed to do to get hired.
Right.
And from then on, I've been working at that amphitheater. Now, got to know all the supervisors, the bosses, whatever, and they're the ones that got to see what I could do, what my limitations are. You know, I can tell them one thing and they'll put me there and I'll show them that I can do it.
Right.
And then they'll be like, okay, you can do that more often.
Right.
And they'll give me the opportunity to prove that I can do it.
So you had help getting a foot in the door, but once somebody was willing to let you try, it was just getting the foot in the door is what you needed.
Right. And from all those supervisors that worked with me along the years, hired me at the college because they already knew
What you were capable of.
what I could do.
Right.
So,
I think that's. And how do you have a certain number of hours you're allowed to work a week, or?
I got disability when I was still at Walmart. That was kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, it was.
Because when I got it, I can only make so much a month, and it just limited me to my hours, and Walmart just got wonky with their corporations. So,
Huh.
yeah.
So that's got to be frustrating.
Yeah.
I mean, but in order to have the benefits, you need to limit your hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But these part-time jobs don't even reach that amount.
okay.
So I can work as many hours as I want and not even come close to that amount.
Right. And we kind of skipped over caregiving experiences. You're pretty independent. Did
Never
you?
had a caregiver until, well, not really a caregiver, it was just outside help that Mom hired to take me back and forth to school in the afternoons because my brother was just born
Uh-huh.
and she needed somebody to cater to me.
So it wasn't like a caregiver. It was more like
I never qualified for CAP work.
Uh-huh. So CAP is a program here in North Carolina.
Through Medicare.
Right, Medicaid, yeah, that helps provide.
I don't qualify for that either.
Well, that's probably right.
One thing I want to mention now,
Yes.
when I was going back to my high school, I guess it was senior year, I told them that I wanted to be in the Special Olympics.
You told him you wanted to be what?
Special Olympics?
The Special Olympics, right?
And I didn't know much about those at the time.
Right.
So I was like, well, what can I be in the Special Olympics? And so they talked to whoever they wanted to talk to, and I was like, I haven't heard about this situation in a while. I mean, we asked the question. So when the day came and they were going out to work the games or whatever you want to call them, they told me that I was too smart, and that's wrong. Because at the time I didn't know that it was only an intellectual
Disability people.
sport.
Yep.
But I thought it was wrong how they handled that situation.
Yeah. Hey, so you never got to do adaptive community programs because they're pretty available now.
Oh yeah, I did that after I was young graduated. I was in my early 20s.
But not. I think participation in sports kind of things
I
are,
played soccer, water ski, snow ski, you name it.
but not until you're in the 20s.
Oh yeah, not until I got connected with ASAP.
Tell me how you did. How did you water ski?
Funny story. I was playing soccer, which is an adaptive sport.
Okay, let's start at soccer. How did you do soccer?
My power chair.
You're in your power wheelchair, and do they have like something on the front that
Yeah,
bumps the ball?
Attaches. The ball is like 13 inches wide.
Oh, so it's bigger.
It's a bigger ball.
Bigger ball, and then you have a bumper on the
You
front.
have a guard,
Okay.
which attaches. Back then, it attached to your footrests,
Okay.
but now they've gotten so high tech, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
So I played soccer for at least 10 years.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And it just fell apart because we don't have the environment for handicap like Atlanta Shepherds do. The Shepherd Center in Atlanta, they got all that.
The
jazz.
Shepherds. So there's not.
Not in disabled community like
down there?
what they had down there.
Okay.
They had that Shepherd Center for spinal cord injuries.
Down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just eventually fell apart.
Got it.
Our team eventually fell apart.
And all right, so you were playing soccer, and then you said you did skiing.
Yeah.
Snow. Let's start at water.
skiing,
Water.
snow
How do you do that?
skiing.
How do you do the water skate?
They have skis that are bolted to a bucket chair.
Okay, so you're in a chair, and
Well,
there's
it's like a bucket. It's not really a chair. It doesn't have a back.
it doesn't have a back.
But it's bolted to skis. And then you can either hold on to the rope by yourself if you can, or they put the rope under your feet, which holds. They got like a little rubber bumper thing that it slides into,
Okay.
and it just pulls.
And is there a spotter nearby or something, or
There's 2 jet skis on the side.
2 jet skis? All right, got it.
Yeah.
And did you love that?
Oh. I don't know if you remember Dave Kiley. You remember Dave Kiley? He ran me into the lake, berm, whatever you want to call it. Like, he wasn't paying attention. He was looking at me and
so
turned back to the front of what he was supposed to be doing and cut it too sharp and ran me up into the side of the lake.
oh gosh.
Yeah. That's a funny story I like to tell everybody about Dave Kiley. Hi, Dave, if you're watching.
So you had fun. And then all right.
Snow skiing's the same way.
Okay.
I tried both of them. There's 2 kinds. They have the bucket chair, which is what they did for water skiing, and then they have the stand-up skiing.
Okay, so
where I'm actually on skis.
you've done both?
And I have pictures of it.
Oh, we love to see those. So I get how water skiing works because you're being pulled by the boat. How are you? Does someone
They
lead
have you on tethers.
on tethers?
They're behind you.
They're behind you.
And they have you on tethers, so where you going too fast, so bring you in.
And are you able to steer where you go?
Oh yeah, my feet can do that, but I know everybody's different, so.
That's so
I
fun.
can spread my heels apart and stop and whatever. So.
That's so fun.
But it was like me on skis, holding on to one of those walkers. It was like a walker.
Okay.
With the forearm support.
I get it.
Went in front of you, not behind you.
Oh, that's so fun. I love it.
It's fun.
And
And that was through the same program as the Adopted Sports at CMC Maine.
Right. I love it. And do you think that you wish you had been able to do that when you were younger? Because you didn't get to do that until you were in your 20s. Do you wish that something like that had been available for you before?
I don't think I was ready when I was younger.
You don't?
No, my I don't think my adventure side kicked in until I started getting older and started living life on my own.
I'm so glad you got to do them. And I think the other thing we were talking about were the caregivers. So you never had, that was the only caregiver you had. And so you've been relatively independent. Did you have to prove to your mom that you didn't need a caregiver, or was there a time when you, or did you have to get a house that made you be able to be more independent, or?
Well, like I said, I lived over like a half mile from here where we are now. But she built that house for me. I mean, it was all one level. It had a deck with a ramp. It had a pool. It had,
And then the bathroom was, so everything. So once you had that house, you were infinitely
It made me learn how to do other things. They're just,
I love it. Well, I think we're coming close to another 10-minute segment. I'm having so much
Keep
fun.
going.
so much fun talking to you.
Keep it rolling.
All right, we will get together again on the next
Yeah.
video, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.